This is going to be a little video update of Morgan Mills Rachel and the 2-year-old gelding we got with her at Kauffman, Texas, who didn't end up by being her 2-year-old. It turns out the 2-year-old that she had was a filly, and the owner kept her. So it sounds like it was a family. The daughter had Rachel for a time, used her for breeding, and then moved away with the 2-year-old. And the mare Rachel was at the parents' house, and she wasn't very high on the pole of the herd, and they just didn't want her anymore. So they also didn't want to deal with strangers asking or trying to get video, because neither of them were trainers, and they just didn't want to open their home. So they chose auction to rehome her. And she probably was in a little bit better condition at the time the broker got her, but the pens are hard because they all are just crammed in there together. When we arrived, there was only one big bale of alfalfa that they were all fighting over. So we think that she either got in another horse's way and got kicked in the head, or I don't know, pushed around. They were pretty scarred up, both of them. You can't really tell anymore because their hair has come in and all that's pretty much covered up. The wound that was above her left eye is healed, but she was, and still does, but not to the extent that she did when she first came. She carries her head off to the right. So we also think because of the trauma to her head, she lost vision in the left eye. You can't really approach her or surprise her from that side. It's all healed up, but hopefully when they get, or she gets home, they'll be able to look a little bit more into it with maybe some chiropractic, or see what an eye doctor says. She's got a long trip back home to Michigan. She's very sweet, very kind. They came in at the end of September and really were pretty sick right off the bat. So we set up, they were stalled originally together, but then we ended up by setting up this cutoff area. There's electric fence that blocks off this pasture from my main field, and there's 2 other lines past that of electric fence to keep them kind of back in this one area. And probably at the beginning of October they were getting better, and then it just started, she started getting swelling first under her jowl, and then the colt did, and we just kind of played it safe because it was presenting as strangles, but we weren't sure what was going on. My vet's been out for hip surgery, and it was very hard to get anyone else to come out here. And transporting to a clinic with World Championships going on at the same time, it was hard. So we just treated it. erred on the side of caution and did our best. They did end up by rupturing, and again, it's just been kind of hands off, and the only handling they've been getting is to get poked. So neither are really thrilled to see me, except when they know I bring the alfalfa. And I don't blame them, really. I'm hoping that we are going to get the results of the PCR that was taken last week in the next day or so, and it will be clear, no strangles to report. We are kind of hoping that it is just a form of strep that they got when they got really sick, that their guttural pouches just got backed up and infected and abscessed. That can happen, and it can just present itself as strangles, but it's not. So that is kind of the update. They're doing great, and Rachel's mom can't wait to get her home. Hoping she can finally get some one-on-one love. We just did a little groom session, which I will post, and hopefully we'll be doing more of these little videos. And all you have to do is watch. Doesn't cost anything, but if the experience is here and what you see and how I bring horses along, hopefully I'm going to be taking it on the road too when I go back to Pennsylvania and go to some sales and visit my Amish friends, and hopefully we can continue the education piece through this, these video streams, and it will, just by watching, if it helps you, great, and if it doesn't, by no means claiming to be an expert, but this is what works for us and how we bring horses back from their rehabs or traumas, or what we see when we're out there talking to people. So hopefully you'll keep watching.